is Monday, yay, which means it's time for a happy hour with Holly. I am so excited today because I am going to have a very special guest with me. Her name is Brandy Edwards, and she is heading up an amazing initiative called the Self-Love Challenge. As soon as she jumps on, we will start talking a little bit about it. Oh, I see her. Let's see if we can get her on here. It says she's adding on. So if this works first time, this will be a miracle. Oh,
hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about
Oh, I'm good. You cut out for a second. Can you hear me? Oops. I don't know if I just lost her. Can you hear me? Oh, we lost her. If she comes back on. Nope. These things are always a little bit dicey. So she will, I'm sure, jump back on in a moment. Let's see. If we can get this going. That's the problem with technology. It's great that we can do these from different locations, and
there we
sometimes it
go.
doesn't work. Hi.
Technical difficulties.
I know. I would say it happens nearly almost every time when we try
Yes.
to do these remotely. So thank you so much for being my guest today on Happy Hour with Holly.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
I'm thrilled. And I don't think that you and I have ever met in person. Am I correct? We met at Fab the one time.
We kind of made eye contact at the meeting after we had already connected online, but we really didn't get a chance to talk to each other.
Yes, so it just goes to show that these things can work out even when you don't even know each other well. And a lot of my guests I have met through Fab, which is, for those of you who may be watching for the first time, Females Advancing Business. It's a fantastic group of women, entrepreneurs that support each other. I made some really great friendships in there as well as business connections. So it's been nice.
Yes.
Yes. So, Brandy, you just got back. You're in Texas. I'm in Texas, but we're a little bit apart from each other. I don't know, maybe 40 miles or so.
Yes.
For my California friends, people that don't know me, I recently moved to Texas about a year ago, so I'm still learning where everything is. But you were in kind of my neck of the woods this weekend, San Diego.
Yes, it was so much fun. The weather, it was amazing.
Amazing. And what were you doing there?
I was there for a female entrepreneurs conference. I went last year and had a great time. And I just love meeting new women and helping them and cheering them on and collaborating. So I went back this year to make some new connections and learn from amazing speakers.
That's so cool. So now, before we get into kind of what you're doing now, I kind of want to go into a little bit of your background. So born and raised Texas, or are you from?
Yes, I am from Texas. I grew up in really small towns, so I didn't grow up in Dallas, but Dallas is definitely home.
Okay. And did you go to school around here as well? Like go to college, university?
I did. I went to the University of North Texas, which is in Denton, and then I went to law school out of state in Oklahoma City.
Okay, so you're a lawyer by trade.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of law did you practice, or were you practicing, or are you practicing?
I am currently still practicing.
Okay.
Most people, that recently meet me, they have no idea that I'm really balancing everything and spinning all of the plates and wearing all of the hats.
Yes.
But I represent homeowner associations and attorney turned empowerment speaker.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
How many of those are there? Probably not many.
Right.
So what gave you this idea? So you're an empowerment speaker, and what does that mean exactly?
So I love to motivate people, and it's really easy to go to events and be motivated and inspired, but then a lot of people do not always take action when they leave. So I call myself an empowerment speaker because I do more than just motivate people. I empower them to take action.
Okay. And do you have like particular things that are very specific that you might want to share, even just one of them, of what that would look like, the motivation versus empowerment?
Sure. So, I can motivate you to believe in yourself and motivate you to want to change, but I empower you to take steps to really get out of your own way, to get out of your comfort zone. I share stories and examples so that, you're not left wondering what if anymore. And that motivates you to go take action, to leave
Okay.
empowered, so that stop just playing small, really, and following things that make you happy. Just empowering people to be more than just motivated. Especially, I like to use a lot of analogies with working out. You can have a trainer give you a workout, or a trainer can
Right.
show you what to do, but you have to want it. You have to do it. So I just motivate, empower,
Okay.
and then I challenge people to go out and take action.
Okay. And speaking of working out, you do quite a bit of working out. I see it on your Instagram posts. Is
Yes.
that something that you've always been interested in doing, or is that a new
I've
interest of yours?
No, I've really always been interested in working out.
Okay.
I have had a lot of fitness journeys.
Okay.
So gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight. I think a
I
lot
hear
of women,
you.
we can identify with that.
Yeah.
And so that is really how I started my business, this self-love
Okay.
challenge, because it was, reaching a point where I was able to finally just accept myself wherever I was at, even if I had goals, even if I wanted to improve. Once I freed myself from myself with that inner mean girl that a lot of us have,
Yeah.
and the negative self-talk and things like that, and I can just accept who I am, even if I, have goals and want to get in the gym and work on some things. I don't have to hate myself into loving myself.
Right. I think, somebody had said if anybody else talked to us the way we talk to ourselves, we would never accept it. And yet
Absolutely.
we beat ourselves up and talk down to ourselves all the time. So, I mean, I think it's fantastic that you're helping women through that. So the self-love challenge, that's for women, for everyone. Who's that
Well,
targeted for?
it started for women, and
Okay.
then I realized young girls need to hear this message. And
Yeah.
really, it applies globally, to men. Young boys need this as well. And so I am figuring everything out. So I started talking to women, and then I had
Okay.
opportunities to start talking to young girls in schools. And I realized there's a need for it in a lot of different places. I'm only one person, and so I'm just uh, I'm pivoting wherever I need to. So right now I have been speaking to women and young girls, and it started with have a big emphasis on self-love, body positivity, body
Yeah.
confidence, self-acceptance, self-esteem. But then there's another component that I love talking about, which I kind of shared earlier with you, is just helping people get out of their comfort zone. And I
Yeah.
encourage people to practice courage in their life. Practice courage and get out of your comfort zone, because that's where you see your potential, and that's where you really can start living.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. I went to a conference last week for my company, and one of the speakers says, you don't need to be confident. You need to be courageous. Like, you don't need the confidence. Start with the courage, and the confidence will come. And I thought, wow, that is really an interesting statement, because sometimes that is what it takes. You just need to, as Mel Robbins would say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You just need to
Right.
do it.
You just do it. And so that's the
Yeah.
big thing that I say is take action despite fear. Do it with the butterflies in your stomach. Do it if you're scared to death. And, you have courage and you have confidence, and they work together. The more that you practice courage, the more confident that you will be. The more confident that you are, the more that you will practice courage. So, you have to have them both, and they play on each other.
True. So when you go talk to young girls, I mean, I think that's so fantastic. I know all the pictures they see online, that's not what people really look like, right? I mean, there's so much changes to pictures. And I have a daughter who's almost 11, and she's
Mm-hmm.
already starting to point things out that she's seeing online or different videos. And it's scary to think, oh my gosh, she's comparing herself to something that's
Right.
not even real.
Right.
So, I mean, is that something that you talk to girls about, or is it more just focusing on themselves and their own
No, I mean,
beauty? And
comparison is huge. I talk to
yeah,
both women and young girls about that, because, our young girls are comparing themselves to other young girls on social media and their peers, but women are doing it too.
yeah,
And young girls are learning different things from their mothers or other women in their life. And so it starts with the parents and the role models and things like that to help, just educate their girls by how you're acting and how you're speaking about yourself, how you're speaking about other people. And unfortunately, not everyone's self-aware, not everyone wants to improve, and not everyone has like the best set of parents or role models in their life. But I do certainly talk to the girls about comparison and just really focus on, when we are comparing ourselves to other people, we're putting a spotlight on other people and we're focusing on their strengths. And that's when we start to doubt ourselves. And that's when we start to feel like we're not good enough because we're focused on other people, that we forget why we are amazing. We forget our strengths and we forget all of the amazing things that make us who we are and unique. And we're focusing on other people. And so if we can just celebrate other people, compliment other people, collaborate with other people, whatever it is, rather than comparing ourselves to other people, it just it makes things so much easier because we're all different and we're all unique. And when we can embrace that individuality, it is a lot easier to just kind of get through our life.
Yeah. And I think that builds on the confidence and courage, right? I mean, you have to have confidence and courage within you. It's not even all those external factors all the time. It's just knowing that about yourself. So self-love challenge is one thing you're doing. I mean, you're doing so many things. So you just
I am,
if
you told me to list everything I'm doing, I'm not sure that I even have an accurate list because I'm doing a lot, but I love it. I'm seeing what I like. I'm seeing what people enjoy. I'm seeing what I'm good at. I am seeing what people are receptive of and what people want more of. And I'm having fun and I'm just putting myself out there.
It looks like you're having a blast. So most recently you did something, there was like shopping. What was that event that you had just put together?
So that was a fall fashion and beauty event.
Okay.
And I like to do different things that empower women in a variety of ways because the self-love challenge is a lifestyle. Okay. It's not just our mindset. It's not just body confidence. It's a lifestyle. So different things empower women. And so I recently did a self-defense class, which was great. And so I thought, well, what's something else I can do that women love? Fashion and beauty. Yeah. So I had a local med spa owner come in and she gave us a bunch of skincare tips and talked about trending med spa facials and things like that. We had a Q&A. I had a woman who had an online boutique come in. And, it's one thing, a lot of us love to shop online, but when you can't really see the pieces in person, and then an opportunity for her to get her business out there and people to understand a little bit about her brand and her business, how she started it. She was really a really young entrepreneur, and an opportunity for women to shop. But it was a connection event because there's a lot of networking that goes on, which are great. We need referrals and we need to help each other in our businesses. But I wanted women to connect. I wanted women to find like-minded women, and they all left with new friends.
That's so amazing.
That was the purpose of it.
That's great. And, I think it's great that you brought that into the self-love challenge and the empowerment event. I have always been very kind of low key. I don't do a lot of makeup, not a lot of jewelry, whatever. And I don't know if you've read the Rachel Hollis books.
Yes.
Girl Wash Your Face and Girl Stop Apologizing. And I love how she had said, she got extensions in her hair because, damn it made her feel better. It was like, I thought, what? You're right. And so for the first time, I've been getting my nails done and I love it. And I'm like, what? I love getting my nails done. And
are those pink? Are your nails pink?
Yeah, they're
pink.
I
thought I saw some pink. I love it.
Yes, I got some pink on. Well, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm a breast cancer survivor, so I try to rock the pink all month long. So yeah, but I thought, it's nice. We shouldn't be made to, I don't know who's making us feel bad, but make us feel bad if we do want to do our makeup or get our eyelashes done or do our hair, whatever. If that makes you feel good and confident, then you should do it.
Exactly. Whatever adds to your confidence. And that's what I talk a lot about is, it's a choice. Confidence is a choice. It starts internally. External things can contribute to our confidence, but it starts internally. But there's nothing wrong with doing things that make you feel confident. Having your makeup done, having your hair done, your nails done, whatever it is. If people want to get Botox, if they want to do whatever it is, whatever makes them feel good, then do it.
Yep.
But you can't rely on those things to solely be your source of confidence. It can contribute to it because when we put our self-worth and our validation on external things, I just like to remind people what happens when that's taken away. What happens if we don't have money to get our nails or our hair done that month or whatever. You still have to choose to be confident, and all of those things can just add to it.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now, one of the other things you did semi-recently, which I was really disappointed I couldn't go to, is you did a retreat.
Oh, yes, yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that, and are you planning on doing another one?
I definitely am planning on doing another
Okay.
one. I cannot wait. I'm not sure when that will happen, but a lot of people are interested in me doing another one, so that's
Yes.
good. It will definitely be happening. And I went to women's retreat last year in New York, and then the year before that. It was transformational. It changed my life. I'd never been to
Okay.
anything like that because I've gone to a lot of conferences. I
Yeah.
read a lot of personal development books, but it was just on an entirely different level of connecting with other women. And I was like, I want to bring that to other people in my
Mhm.
life and get offline. I love
Yeah.
social media and how it can connect me to people that I do not see every day or people that I have never met in person. But there's something that obviously happens when women get together and you have that connection and you create those
Right.
bonds and those conversations that is more than just a text message or an Instagram post or comment back and forth. And so that's what it was. I had yoga in the morning. I had someone come in and do that. I had a vegan chef come in and do a live cooking demo. And we did some different workshops. We did meditation and guided visualization.
Oh,
It
sounds
was just,
fantastic.
it was
Yeah.
beautiful. And the women arrived as strangers, and you can see how people are a little uncomfortable. They're not really sure what to expect, but they were practicing courage because they were willing to get out of their comfort zone and do something that was a little bit
Yeah.
different than their normal weekend experience. And then they all left as friends. And now we've gone to each other's birthday dinners
Oh,
and things like that. So it was
that's
great.
so neat. So, do any of these things that you're doing and trying ever make you nervous? Are you practicing
Oh,
courage, or do you feel like
absolutely.
gung ho every day?
Absolutely. I have to practice what I preach. And so with the retreat, I had never planned one before,
Okay.
but I've been to one and I was like, okay, I can do it. So I had to organize it, market it, which was really just through Facebook posts, Instagram posts,
Yeah.
and things like that. I didn't put out a lot of money for it. And I was flying by the seat of my pants every single day. I had an opportunity to rent the venue. So I was like, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going
Yeah.
to just figure it out as I go. And if I waited until I had all of the content and had all of the confidence built up of like, I've got this, this is going to be easy breezy, I would still be planning it and that event would not have happened yet.
I
And
love it.
so
Okay.
I learned from it. There are things that I can do differently next time, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And when I do speaking events, I get nervous before that, but I just channel that energy and I just choose to say, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. And I know that I'm getting out of my comfort zone every time that I feel those nerves.
Right.
I use that fear as fuel and I just have to take action anyway.
That's so awesome. I think you're such an inspiration to so many women,
Thank you.
everybody you come in contact with. So, I mean, do you sleep at night? What are you doing? When are you organizing all this stuff?
You know
Are you,
what? I'm going on so little sleep right now because I got in about 1 this morning from San Diego, went to bed a little after 2. I was up, went to work, came home, got ready for this interview, and I have a
oh my,
presentation that I'm giving tomorrow at lunch. So, I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. And some days it requires a lot of caffeine. And,
I believe
one
it.
thing that, I'm very self aware and I know that I need some self care in my life right now because I've
Okay.
been burning the candle at both ends. And I know that I have to give from my cup of what's overflowing, not
Right.
from what's in my cup. And so I have a lot of self care to catch up on, to say the least. But I'm busy, I'm blessed, and I'm receiving things that I've asked for. And I'm just doing what I can.
That's,
So I
that's
sleep
so
sporadically to answer your question.
I always wonder. Like, I'm one of those people that require like 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Like, I just can't function without it. So when
Yes.
people are going, I'm like, they must not sleep. I just
Well, and I've been like this my entire life. Even when I
okay.
was in high school, I was in so many organizations and I did drill team and I did soccer. And then when I was in college, I was really involved with my sorority and I did all of these extracurricular organization,
Yeah.
uh, uh, drawing a
Yeah, like
blank,
clubs and
right,
like
clubs,
all that stuff. Yeah.
organizations. And I've just always been a busy bee, a socialite. I do not sit still very well. I just have to
Yeah.
be doing things.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. be very busy. So what kind of things do you see in your future? Like what's coming up that you might want to share with people, or is there anything you have planned right now coming up?
Oh, okay. What is coming up? I do not have anything scheduled as far as
Okay.
events because I'm very spontaneous. So I
Okay.
planned my fall fashion and beauty event within a month. I just got
Yeah.
an idea. I was like, you know what, let's do it. I do want to do another self-defense class.
Okay.
That was really powerful. I had one woman that had to use some of the things that she learned in
Ooh.
that class. And so I think that will probably be the next thing that
Okay.
happens is a self-defense class here in Dallas. Maybe I'll do like a winter event or something like that. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. Well, your wheels are always turning, though. I
Oh,
can tell
yes, they
you're always
are.
trying to think. And then in the meantime, you're just working full time.
I am. And you know what? 2020 is going to be a big year for me because a lot of changes are going to be happening. And I'm
Okay.
excited to see where my business goes because I really am just getting started.
Yeah, I believe it. Do you practice visualization or like any um, mantra, something where you repeat to yourself, or do you try to manifest things? I know that's kind of a big
Yes.
thing right now.
Yes. So my mantra is strong and courageous. I
Okay.
tell myself I am strong and courageous. Brandy, you are strong and courageous. I build myself up
Okay.
with that. Visualization, yes.
Okay.
I have visions of, what I want my life to look like, and I know that I can have it. Um, I'm sure you're familiar with the term of self-limiting beliefs and
Yep.
self-sabotage and all of those things. And I know that if I can dream it, I can have it. And it's just a matter of taking action with
Yeah.
courage over and over and over again. And that one day it can happen. And so I believe in myself, and I am just doing what I can right now. So yes,
Yeah.
I do the manifestation visualization stuff.
I love it. Well, we're excited to see everything that you have
Thank
coming up, and I
you.
can't wait to see what comes. And I hope I can attend as many of them as possible when they're
I
local.
know, me
And
too, me
I
too.
really do appreciate you taking the time to come on Happy Hour with me and talk about you and what you're doing, because I think it really is so great for so many women to hear and get connected with you. Do you have like a Facebook page or anything, or where we can direct people? Or is it?
I have a Facebook page. I really do not have anything on that yet. I've been
Okay.
building more on Instagram. So my
Okay.
Instagram is at the Self Love Challenge,
Okay.
and people can email me. I do private coaching, one-on-one coaching for
Okay.
people who are just needing some more self-love in their life, or if they are if they're goal oriented, or they have something that they're wanting to do but they're just a little fearful, if they want the
Okay.
accountability, the encouragement, the cheerleader, someone to help them create a game plan.
Great.
I do coaching, so I'd love for
Okay.
people to reach out if they're looking for that. My email is the selflovechallenge@gmail.com, and then if anyone's interested in having me speak to their organization, they can email me as well, and we can see how that might work.
Great. Well, I will put all of that information in the header of this interview. I will also be posting this interview on my YouTube channel, Happy Hour with Holly, and we will put that information on there as well. So if you are out there watching this, drop a comment so Brandy and I can respond to you, and let us know you watched. And if you would like to get in contact with her, we'll have her information on there. And I think that's all. I don't know if you have a drink with you, but
I do right here. I have some water in my
yes.
little wine cup.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. And I hope we get to see each other in person soon.
Yes, definitely. We are going to prioritize that.
We should.
Yes.
We need to do that. Okay. Thanks so much, Brandy.
You're very welcome. Have a good
Have a good
evening.
night. You too. Get some sleep.
Bye. I will.
Bye.
I'm going to try it. Bye.
Okay. Bye.